Obviously, Kanye and Ty Dolla didn't drop Ye Dolla on Friday, yesterday. We went over this in the last video with it being canceled, the live listening party. But that doesn't mean the rollout is over because his entire team just flew over all the way to Saudi Arabia. So today, we're going to take a look at what this means for the release and why they're all being in Saudi Arabia now. So let's jump straight into this. If you want to stay up to date with everything surrounding hip-hop, make sure to subscribe and also become a part of this community by joining our Discord server in the description. So obviously it didn't drop. The album didn't drop. Ye Dolla that was scheduled for November 3rd. I'm pretty sad because on the 5th, so tomorrow is my birthday. I thought I was going to get to play that stuff all day, but that's besides the point. So Ty Dolla actually also deleted the post from his Instagram. So the post that initially announced that on November 3rd, the album listening party would be happening, the so-called multi-stadium listening event that nobody was sure what that really meant, if it was different stadiums, if it was live streams, if it was different Fridays over the next couple of weeks, which is the most likely theory, but that got deleted. So that was kind of another double down that this wasn't going to be dropping. We also got a new snippet from Fred again, but I'll go into that at the end of this video. Now I wanted to take a look at Ye being in Saudi Arabia and how his whole team kind of flew over there from Italy. So up until like 2-3 days ago, Ye and his entire team was stationed in Florence, Italy. So this was kind of the same location we were talking about with the RCF Arena, Reggio Emilia, that whole era. And I've said this word Reggio Emilia too many times now, but it seems now that they flew over to Riyadh. Now, correct me if I'm wrong on the pronunciation of that city. It's the capital of Saudi Arabia. If you don't know where it is, this is right here where it is, Middle East, Saudi Arabia, Riyadh or Riyadh. Let me know how I pronounce that correctly. But he's been spotted so many times there, so I wanted to go over all the evidence that we have of Ye and his entire team being in Saudi Arabia. So obviously it all started with a picture you might have seen from a fan that took a picture with Kanye in Riyadh. So we knew that Kanye was over there, and this is usually how it always starts, by fans posting selfies with him. But then it continued with Kanye meeting other fans, people taking pictures of this. A whole series of people posted their own private pictures with Ye, and that was our first connection to Ye being there. Then also, which was pretty interesting, we got, and shout out to the good ass sub, I know sometimes they don't like other people reposting it, but they're just a really great resource, and go support them, go join the sub. So shout outs to them, man. They posted that the director of the Yeezus tour and the Life of Pablo listening party, Vanessa Beecroft, is now also in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, because she posted a picture from the National Museum of Saudi Arabia. So that was another sign that his whole team was actually flying there. It's not over yet, because legendary Yeezy designer Steven Smith, now this should be a household name if you're kind of concerned with Kanye, is now in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, because he posted an Instagram story of his location at the Riyadh International Airport. So also the Yeezy designers are flying there, and this already gives us a first glimpse that not only are the people working on the music, so Ty Dolla $, producers and the likes, flying with Kanye to finish this album possibly, but actually all the staff surrounding Kanye from the Yeezus tour, from Yeezy designers, are all in the works for this record, which is a pretty cool thing, because that means that it's not just going to be the music side to it, but maybe the clothes, maybe the tour sets, stuff like that, which is a pretty good sign, because that's always great when Kanye has a whole universe coming together. It doesn't stop here though with Saudi Arabia, because after that last picture, the good ass sub on November 2nd, so 2 days ago, actually said, "We can confirm everyone in Ye's camp has left Florence and are all now in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia," which is pretty good. So likely also his wife, Bianca Sensory, is there. We also got other TikToks, for example, from people sitting in restaurants just randomly spotting Kanye there. And this is, I love how people are so, like, you know, vigilant with this. We also have pictures of a Saudi artist, Faisal Al-Sheikh. I'm probably butchering his name, but he was spotted with Ye together in Saudi Arabia as well, and they were kind of maybe not working together, but at least like exchanging ideas and talking a little bit. And then what's pretty interesting, what I thought was cool, was a picture of Lil Baby together with Kanye also in Riyadh, at a studio in Riyadh. So this also confirms that Kanye is not done with the album and is still working on music while in Saudi Arabia. And we're going to talk about what Saudi Arabia might mean for the release of this thing, why he's now changing locations from Italy after apparently being so in love with Italy for spending most of his summer there at this point. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Lil Baby maybe on the album, not sure. Another picture surfaced with North, his daughter, obviously also being in the same picture with that Saudi artist. Obviously North is making some headlines for some comments on Kim. You know, she's a child of Kanye. I just wanted to add that. And another thing that we have, and I promise you it's about to be over, but Steven Smith posted a picture together with Swizz Beatz, and apparently he's now also in Saudi Arabia. So a producer, he kind of doubled down on this again when he posted a story of his flight to Saudi Arabia. So Weezy also being in Saudi Arabia. And this is what we got so far. These are all the people that are flying out to Saudi Arabia to work with Kanye on this album. What could this mean for the album? Now, maybe it's just a change of locations just for them to get a different perspective on things, even though it's always a very extensive change of locations, having to fly so many people out. But maybe the album is about to be done, and I know we thought it was going to drop Friday, and to be completely honest with you, we don't know shit. We don't know when this album is going to be dropping. We got some inside info that it was pretty much secure to drop yesterday on Friday, November 3rd. Obviously, it didn't. What I did want to go into, though, is that we got a snippet from Fred Again, who you might know as Ed Sheeran's producer, and he's worked with Future, for example, last year in Turn Off the Lights, so that was pretty cool. And then he last night also had a show. I'm not exactly sure where this wasn't Saudi Arabia, just to be sure, but he played a snippet of Slide. So that's a snippet that we've heard from Ty Dolla $ign being played in Italy in a club as well. He played a really long snippet, about 1.5 minutes, of Ty Dolla $ign and Ye's Slide. And he's apparently producing this, and then in another post he confirmed that he made this a couple of months ago together with Ty Dolla $ign. So that is another, I mean, that's a pretty cool sign that we got this. But that also means that it was made months ago, which means that the album is probably done. And also, you know, we got a story from Fred Again where he just, you know, kind of hinted at the fact that he and Ty Dolla $ign had been in contact, and that Ty Dolla $ign maybe also, you know, had him play it, so kind of to promote this whole marketing or rollout of this album, to have someone like Fred Again play the song. So it's another sign that we're getting something, but at this point we don't actually know anything about this album, so take this with a grain of salt. But we got that new snippet, that is cool. Now, if we're gonna get this album this Friday, so at this point the 10th, I think, or if it's gonna be next year, I'm not really sure. I really doubt it's going to be this Friday. If it is, then it's going to be somewhat of a surprise drop, because, as I said in the last video, to sell out a multi-stadium listening event, you would need to post some sort of announcement, put up tickets for sale so that people can actually buy the tickets to get there in time. And that's going to be like 2-3 weeks in advance, because people are booking flights to get there and stuff like that. So let me know what y'all think about this. Do you think we're going to be getting this album pretty soon? What do you think about the relocation to Saudi Arabia and the snippet of Slide that we got? All of your thoughts on this, please let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and you'll take care.